Hi everyone, and welcome to today's yoga class. Today we're going to be doing a short cool down video. So I envision this something that you can do if you are just finishing up a run or you're at the end of your workout and you're just looking to cool it down, stretch it out so that you feel really good later on. We're actually going to start standing today, so when you're ready, hop onto your mat and let's get started. So if you are doing this cool down yoga video, you are likely already warmed up because you've just finished a run or a workout. So come to the top of your mat with your feet together, knees together, hands to your heart space, and we'll just do a quick Vinyasa Flow just to begin to cool down the breath. You're going to activate your quads, so pull your kneecaps up to firm up the quads. Hands to your heart, and as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up. As you exhale, swan dive forward, bringing your fingers in line with your toes. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Let your head hang heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift. So if you're gonna modify here, just bring your hands to your shins and bend your knees a little bit. You wanna have this lower part of your back flat. And then plant your hands, step back for a plank pose. Once you're here, use your toes to send yourself forward, and then come down all the way down onto your belly. And then peel your chest up. Exhale, come down, curl your toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Pushing the ground away from you, letting your head hang heavy, no tension through your neck. Picturing your body as the upside down letter V. If you need to bend your knees to accommodate any tightness through the backs of your legs, go ahead and do that, no worries. And as you inhale, lift your right leg high, spread your right toes. Send your right foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back, reach your heart forward, let your head hang heavy, lifting your arms up. So you have two opposing lines of energy. One is that your head is pointed down towards the ground, you're hanging low there. And two, your arms are being lifted up as well. Inhale, rise up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, step back for plank, and then go right into downward facing dog. Reach your heels down towards the ground, but if they don't get there, no worries. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg high, spread the left toes. Step forward slowly to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. On your next inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Bring your hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers the way that feels a little weird. Then come forward, letting your head hang heavy, arms up overhead. Press your palms together, if that's okay, through your chest. Inhale, rise up, arms up overhead. Then hands come down, step back to plank, and go right into downward facing dog. From here, rise up onto your toes and then walk on your tippy toes to the front of the mat, trying not to bend your knees. If you have to bend your knees, no big deal. And then once you're to the top of your mat, take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, grab opposite elbows, bend your knees a bit, letting your whole upper body hang heavy for Ragdoll pose. Bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, and as you inhale, follow the breath all the way up through the backs of your legs. And as you exhale, melt your upper body even more over the tops of your legs. You have the option here to sway side to side or stay in stillness, whatever works for you. And from here, come to stillness, let your arms drop to the ground, and begin to heel toe your feet a little bit closer so they are now exactly hip distance. From here, lift your toes up, but keep your heel pressed into the mat, and then slide your hand underneath your foot so that your toes are touching your wrists. This is really important, so really just make sure that your toes are touching your wrist, and then same thing on the other side. From here, bend your knees a lot, letting your arms bend, and let your head hang heavy. Then begin to press into your hand with your toes and with the balls of your feet, and just gently rock forward and backward. No tension through your neck. Your neck and head should be so heavy. This is like a little massage for your hands, and it's also really good for your hamstrings. And then from here, gently release one after the other. Bend your knees and round all the way up to standing. From here, roll your shoulders back and take a big step back with your right foot, and then turn to face the long edge of your mat. You're gonna point your feet out away from you. Take a wide enough stance so that you can sit low through your hips and your knees are feeling good here. You might need to play around with the stance, maybe take a wider stance or a more narrow stance depending on how you feel. Bring your hands down to your inner thighs and then sit a little lower. Then from here, bring your left shoulder in, and you'll feel a good stretch through your inner thigh. You want to press your knees back behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come back to center, and then rise up to stand tall. From here, turn to face the front of the mat. Rise up onto the balls of your feet with your arms out in front. And then we'll sit down really slowly. Go slower than you want to go. And once you are down here, extend your legs out in front of you. Feet about hip distance, and then remove the flesh from underneath your sitting bones. Feet are flexed, hands come down wherever feels good. So maybe that's your shins, maybe it's over tops of your feet. Do what works for you, let that be enough. If you want to use a strap or a belt or a tie to wrap around the middle of your feet, you can do that, and then grab hold as close as you can, and then just pull yourself forward. Wherever you are, you want to have a broad chest. You want your low back to be long. If your back starts to round like this, then that's your signal that you need to back off and think belly to thighs, belly to thighs, belly to thighs as you maintain that length through your low back. So wherever you are, just settle in here and breathe. Inhale, rise up. We're going to come to lie down. I love this stretch. For the psoas, it's really good if you're a runner or you've been working legs particularly hard. So you'll lie down and lift your legs so your shins are parallel to the ground, and then cross your right leg over your left. From here, scissor your shins open so your feet come back towards your face, and then gently flex your feet. Reach up and grab hold of either your ankles or the bottoms of your feet, depending on your level of flexibility. And then just pull in. And as you do that, you're going to feel a really good stretch across your hip, the back of your hip, and then down through the side of your leg as well. So this is something to do if you have tight hips, or you are a runner, or someone who does a lot of sports. This area is like notoriously tight. From here, gently release, take it to the other side. So lie back, scissor your shins open, and then grab hold of either your ankles or the bottoms of the feet and pull the legs in towards your chest. Gently release. Bring your hands underneath your knees, rock and roll, and sit up. From here, just sitting in a comfortable seated position. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, palms touch, look up. Exhale, eagle arms. So take your left underneath your right, And you can try to press your hands together. If that's too much for you, you can just press the forearms together. Option to stay here or gently move the arms up and down. Then unravel when you're ready. Lift arms up overhead, look up, press the palms, and then same thing other side. Gently release, hands come down to your knees. As you inhale, sit tall. And as you exhale, you'll take your left hand to your right knee, gentle twist, looking out over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come back to center. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and just take a deep breath in, giving thanks for your health, for your commitment to your practice, and maybe setting an intention for the rest of your day. When you're ready, seal in your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget that you can order my book, Namaste, which is available on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. And super special, exciting news. We are now offering a 200-hour Namaste yoga teacher training program, which is going to take place in July of 2018. All of the details are on the blog, YogaByCandace.com, or I will put a direct link in the description box below. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in and being part of the YBC community.